I'm reading a comment. Somebody said, "Bud, you're doing a great job." Or Shahruka Jaffrey, some encouraging words. He said, "Bud, you're doing a great job. Keep doing it. Don't worry about people's what does it say about people's comments." Thank you. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Just to clarify, guys, when I talk crap about these people, it's not that I care so much. Like, oh my God, they've offended me. I mean, it's offensive, but really like what I'm doing is I'm transmuting something negative. I'm transmuting it into something that benefits the site, right? I'm using it as an opportunity to guide other people not to be as stupid as that individual. You know what I'm saying? So it's not so much that it bothers me. Occasionally it gets to me, like anybody, I'm human. But for the most part, the reason why I do these roasts is because I've learned a long time ago to find the silver lining in things, to take the negative and turn it into a positive. That what was once a problem can be the solution for something else. It's transmutation of energy. I'm taking somebody's evil eye and I'm turning it around on them and using it for the polar opposite, energetically speaking, and using it to benefit the site. It's no longer one person harming the site or harming other people, I should say. Not harming the site, but harming other people because these people come and see the comment and then leave before realizing that this is an authentic site, right? So it's one person at me. I turn that into me benefiting many people. But I appreciate your encouraging words nonetheless. The world will never be short of trolls. I think the world will be short of trolls after the next great flood for a short temporary amount of time. All right, let's check out April. I'm gonna figure out what to do with these puts, and then I'm gonna roll here afterwards. Anybody who leaves a comment like that also gets reported. I report them for harassment because basically I'm authentic and you're coming on here and trying to tell people that I'm not and I'm a scam and all these things when clearly you haven't done your homework, because if you went and you looked at like maybe just one or two videos, you'd be like, "Holy mother of God." But no, you'd rather be the smart guy, right? So that's how it goes. March. Okay, March picks. there's a big move there to the upside, big move to the upside, and it starts out of so we it starts out of March. So I think we probably that was it, guys. I feel like this was it right here. It didn't come down to as low as we would have liked, but I think that was that dip. And this is going to take us like wildly into bullish territory. So be careful because at the end of the month there's a sharp drop. Interesting. So I want to put like I want to be long expiration out like the 19th of April. I'm not sure what I should do. I'm like kind of on the fence about these puts, what to do with them. Well, I know I want to go into Monday. I want to be in both directions, but I don't want to have expiration Monday expiration going into Monday. So I need to think quickly here. I Other that either that or I'm going to end up missing my dermatologist appointment because I refuse to lose money because I had a doctor's appointment. It's like one of the things that has like screwed me so many times because what happens in retrograde like repeats itself, and so on the edge of retrograde, I would always have dental work. I broke a tooth. What is it? The edge of retrograde, right? So doctors don't understand that not every job in existence can easily make an appointment between 9 in the morning and 4 p.m. Like, for whatever reason, you know, when you're trading, I'm sure you guys know the market doesn't stop for you. You can't be like, hey, market, please, I got a doctor's appointment. Put everything on pause. Doctors don't care. So I might have an ultimatum for my dentist because I'm so sick of it. They can either give me a Saturday appointment or I'll find a new dentist. Anyhow, so there might be this drop right here. This might take us into a low. It's possible either this was the low here at like 11, which seems a little bit early, or it's gonna happen just technically like right here, and then that would be followed by a notable rally into a high. If we do get a low right here, I'm gonna move my puts. Hey, Raymond. It's a little. Hey, Nadine. It's a little chafed. It's pretty shredded on the side, but I got some of that like temporary like tooth repair stuff, so it's smoothed it out. It's not sharp right now, but I was starting to get like a lisp. But I probably won't see the dentist. They're telling me Monday and Wednesday, which are both days that like I don't want to be disrupted because I'm in the midst of trading, and it's so frustrating because it's like every single time I try to trade dental work, I'm sick of it. I'm literally going to give them an ultimatum. I've gone there so many times. Like I'm a valued customer. They can either give me an appointment after 4 p.m. or on a weekend, or I'm going to go somewhere else because I'm sick of hurting my career, and then having people be like, "Oh yeah, where's the money? You try trading. You try doing like 60 hours of research a week every single week." I mean, where does it show how many? Somewhere it shows how many videos I did. I gotta find it. It's like I always see it except when I need it. Oh, here we go. So you try being a successful trader, going to the dentist, and posting what is this? Published content. 44 videos, 42 shorts, 34 live streams in a 28-day period. You try doing that and then talk to me about where the money is, my friend. All right, so let's see. I don't think XPRT is going to reach 1657 in 2024. Really, the best thing to do would be to do a 1 year, but like I've got a whole list of 1 years, so the only way that's gonna get done is if we're lucky enough that somebody orders it. Just don't have the time. Well, it's that implant, Robert, cost me $50. I got it done at a student dentist place. That's why it lasted like 2 years. Two, not 20. Two. But, when you've gone through your whole life, like not following the normal system that everybody does, struggling to get by so that you could accomplish something that everybody says is like impossible and dumb to even try, that's what my life was like. And that's why when I have these shtick bags that come on here and try to warn everybody, oh, be careful, he's a charlatan. Like, I just want to, like, the universe, I don't even have to do anything. The universe is going to crap all over that person because they're literally committing a spiritual offense. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. So don't come on here telling people, oh, well, the 2% is this and blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't know Jack, bro. You don't know Jack. Oh, I'm going to release it today. I'm going to release it today. I have so much to say to this wise man. But as far as XPRT, I don't know why it's so unclear. Oops. Oh my God. See, I have this marked off as a high in 2024, this $10 mark. But that was a while ago, and I'm just getting a lot of unclear. I got $10 as the high. I still have $10 as the high in 2024. That's probably what I go with. It's the original prediction, and when you start like, oh well, this or this, it's almost always the original. So even though I was a bit unclear recently, I think it's when I like revisit that question, I still get a yes for it. So I'm gonna go with that $10 for XPRT 2024. Theta end of March, beginning of April. Oops. Okay, so it may be that we have more to go, right? Like the end of March is selling off through multiple support levels off of a overbought peak, and you can see we have a severely overbought peak, and now in the later part of March we're selling off. It looks like there's a trough in the third week, right? So we kind of like had that take place here, but overall, I think we might have a little bit more to go to the downside. We might not. It's really kind of a precarious little location to be right now. I would want to be like partially in a long position, and then if we go lower, I would add to it. What we'll probably see based on the 1 year, and I'm going to look at the 1 month that I did for you in just a sec. But based on the 1 year, what it looks like is we've got this failed attempt to break through resistance in the very beginning of, or like on the cusp of March, April, and there's a decline off of that, and then we have a breakout to a high for the year, which is probably, it's either the second or the third week based on the 1 month. But let's take a look, or on the 1 year. But let's take a look at the 1 month. What's interesting is that I don't see the art card here. So probably not the high for the year in April based on that. I think the high for the year is probably here in July. But based on that, it's not the high for the year. I think we'd probably see the art card in the reading if that was the case. Why the art card? Because the art card is the high correlator on the 1 year. So there's lows, there's troughs here, I should say, on the first and the third. We also have a high cross reading congruency for the high correlator. This is the high card on the cluster for April here at the beginning of the month. It's probably a high thus far. We have like a failed attempt at it, and then a higher high here where we break out. Oh, there's the art card right there. My mistake. Okay, so this might be the high for the year. And in actuality, I think it might. Oh, God, this is a tough one, guys. There's so much going on. I would probably be in a long position here. I wouldn't be in a full long position, but I'd be in a partial long position here. If we go lower, I'd add to it. But it looks like there's a year's high actually in like the first week of April there, and then we might have like a breakout that comes close to it in the third week at some point, but it doesn't hold. We end up declining somewhere in May. I pulled the prudence card for direction here. Probably means we're going to do some back and forth, like price swingy stuff over the next few days. I could have sworn there was another question. Oh, how does PYTH token look? I didn't even see that, Robert. My apologies. PYTH token look first week of April. Is that a crypto? PYTH? I guess it is. So I see more decline before we have this notable move to the upside in the early part of April. I think we'll probably see higher price levels than where we are now in the early part of April, but there's some more decline before that takes place, I think. Okay, so that was the bottom. I'm pretty strongly confident that was the bottom there for the day. So I probably want to do something about these puts like stat. All right, so I sold those two 518 puts that expire on the 25th. Wasn't much there, but still, you want to protect capital. So even when it's like, oh, it's just this little bit, the wrong attitude would be like, oh, well, let's just see how it goes. It's only a little bit more loss if it goes the wrong way. That's not how you should think. Believe me, that's gambling mentality. Gambling, you get gambling results. Rule number one, protect your capital at all costs, my friends, so that you can survive to trade another day. Right? So this is where I'm at. What I'm likely gonna do. I'll probably close this 516 at the end of the day before I go to the doctor. I'm kind of on the fence about moving this 518. The 520 I'm gonna hold on to. And then I'll probably get. I'm either gonna roll this 516 call or just close it, but I'm gonna do it later in the day. Hey, 80s here, band. Yeah, we were just talking about persistence. I see $10 in 2024, but 2025, 2026 not looking so hot. Oops. Oh, here we go again with this scrolling into oblivion. Yeah, I would be careful. It looks like there's a low at the end of the year or in early 2025. And then there's a peak here at the end of 2025. There's a peak at the beginning of 2027, but they're peaks. They're not necessarily highs. I don't see them as highs. If anything, there's lows over those years. So I would be looking for an exit here in XPRT in the year 2024. Really, if you want any more detail than that, like that would require a 1 year reading, my friend. Which at this moment in time, I don't have time to do free 1 year readings. I just have too many orders, and obviously I have to prioritize the people that order them. What's frustrating is I really expected more of a drop here. This thing especially was giving me indications of a strong drop, but what we got is this. Sometimes that happens. You can see like the low it's nullified low, so there was a low here, and then chart behavior kind of made it irrelevant. But same thing should go for this one, but this thing makes me think this might be like a little hump before the rally. Like we're either in the rally or there's a hump and then a rally. I think we're probably in the rally. All right, my friends, with that said, I'm going to roll. I'll be back on probably a little bit before 3 based on this doctor's appointment. Actually, if I get on, it'll probably be around 2. Otherwise, I will see you guys next weekend. Thank you all so much for watching. Blessings to all my angel investors.